Colin, congratulations on this film.
Thank you.
You wrote and directed the first one.
Mm-hmm.
You took a break from this one directing, but you co-wrote it. You're directing the third. What is it like for you to sit back and watch someone else interpret your words?
It didn't feel like a break. But it was. It's something I just embraced completely. I feel so lucky to be able to make movies in the first place, and so to be able to have one of my favorite directors interpreting the story that we're telling in our screenplay in a way that, in so many moments, is so much better than I could have imagined, and executes moments in ways that are just thrilling and innovative and exciting. It was just a gift.
Jurassic Park, it doesn't really fit into a genre. It breaks the mold. You know, it's a sci-fi film. Mm-hmm. But on top of the sci-fi, you have to be funny. You have to put in emotions. Mm-hmm. And you also have to be scary. How do you write all of that without going all over the place?
You know, it's all I've ever done. This is the fourth movie that I've done, and each one of them takes genre, and whether it mashes it up or not, it combines a few different genres into one thing. And I think that it's something that is very challenging and that I'm honing and trying to get better at, but I'm fascinated with experimenting with it and with story structure and everything that this movie represents. It's not structured traditionally. No. And that's something that I recognize the risks in, and yet as a creative person, I'm really into. What can I tell you?
I watched this film, and especially in the action scenes, I sit there going, I'm in awe with the action, but then I go, how do you write something like this? Do you just write a concept and then you develop it with the director, or are you literally writing every single thing that you want to see happen?
I wrote every single thing that I wanted to see happen, but then J.A. looks at that and he'll add things of his own, and we'll continue a conversation. And then, gosh, I read the sequences that we write, and I think, well, God, how the hell is he going to direct this? But he did, and he did it spectacularly well.
I know you're here promoting the second, but how's the third coming along?
It's great. I think the third is a movie that, and just the future of the franchise in general, is something that we talked about so much while we were making this movie, and something that J.A. And Belen were so aware of, because I felt like they had to be in order to know what we were doing. So it's always been there, and Chris and Bryce are very aware of where their characters are headed. As you can see, Bryce is changing a lot, and she's going to continue to change, but there's no way she'd be able to modulate that if she didn't understand the beginning, middle, and the end.
I know it's a long way away still, but how do you feel about the fact that you're working towards the finale now?
It's thrilling and it's exciting, and what I love about what J.A. has done with this movie is that I feel like he's given us permission to be emotional and to trust that we have a character-based franchise. You want to know what's going to happen to these people next. And that wasn't always the way the Jurassic Park movies worked. It tended to be more about, well, who's going to get eaten and how.
And this still has that, which is great.
We're not going to abandon that. But I think now it's like, I want to know what's going to happen to these characters.
So obviously you're not going to tell me anything about the third, but without going into too much detail about the third, if you think about the three separate films, how do you conceptualize each one? How would you describe them?
I think that this film, Jurassic World, it was an introduction. The second film is about responsibility for the consequences of that film, and to me, the third film is redemption. And I think that the issues of responsibility that each of these characters deal with, really identifying for the audience that choices made and introduced in the first movie, the actions of Claire and Owen in the first movie have real significance, and the two of them really are, the parents of the new world, as it's said in this film.
Finally, who are the real monsters? The dinosaurs or the humans?
Oh, the humans, for sure. The dinosaurs are just animals. They're just trying to get by.
Well, we can learn a lot from this film. Thank you so much, Colin.
Thank you.